Have you ever heard of a home that is sold with an escape clause and wondered what it means? In today's video, we'll unpack the escape clause, what it means, when it's used, and the positive and drawbacks to both buyers and sellers when using an escape clause in an agreement to purchase a home. An escape clause is not exclusive to real estate transactions. It is used in various types of legal contracts. The escape clause essentially allows a party to escape or get out of a contract without a penalty under certain conditions. The escape clause can be used by either side of the transaction, either the seller or the buyer, and it is a form of protection to ensure they are not stuck in a contract that is unacceptable to them. In real estate, the most common escape clause is one that we see that's pertaining to the sale of the buyer's home. In this case, the buyer's offer to purchase is conditional upon the sale of their existing. The buyer usually requires some time to sell their home and may ask for a conditional period of, say, 30 days to do so. This is not a firm offer to the seller, and in addition, the period of time for the condition is quite extensive, usually 30 days. In this case, the positive aspect for the buyer is that they have the ability to essentially hold the property until their home is sold. The drawback for the buyer is they have less negotiating power with their conditional offer. If the seller accepts such an offer, they are essentially in limbo for 30 days while the buyer tries to sell their home, which may, in the end, either sell or not sell. In order to alleviate the seller being stuck, they will likely insert an escape clause into the agreement so that they do not get stuck in the contract. The escape clause will likely state that the seller will continue to market their property during this conditional period, and if they receive a second offer that is acceptable to them, they will give the first buyer first right of refusal. What does this mean? This means that the first buyer will be given a period of time. That time will be as they have both agreed to in the offer, usually 24 or 48 hours from the time the first buyer has been given written notice of another acceptable offer. First buyer will have their 24 or 48 hours to either firm up on their condition whether or not their home has sold. If they choose to firm up, the home will be sold firm to the first buyer as per the original agreement. If the buyer chooses not to waive their condition, then the property will be sold to the second buyer as per the terms set out in the second agreement. On a positive note, the escape clause enables the seller to have a potential sale in hand. It also gives them the opportunity to continue to market their home and entertain other offers. The drawback to an escape clause for the seller, essentially in a market, especially in one that has lots of competitive homes for sale, is that other potential buyers may choose to overlook homes that are sold conditionally with an escape clause because they are essentially fearing that they're going to see the home, fall in love with the property, go through the motions of submitting and negotiating an offer, only to discover at the end, first buyer firmed up, leaving the second buyer without the home and potentially having missed out on other homes during the process. Sellers need to understand that with the acceptance of an offer with a condition, and even with an escape clause, it does have positive and negative aspects. They should discuss with their realtor the specific circumstances, their options, the likelihood of the backup property selling, and ultimately come to an informed and best decision for themselves. My name is Evelyn Lopes with the Evelyn Lopes Realty Team and iPro Realty, and I'm here to help. If you have any questions, you can feel free to contact me at the numbers below.